Hello everybody, it's Sabana 92, aka Nightmare, and welcome back to Ace Attorney. How do I even begin to describe what the hell is going on through my head here? So, I'm not entirely sure what to feel here, because there's a couple pieces of evidence here that kind of make me think that maybe Will Powers is innocent, but damn. That would be a hell of a twist if it turns out that he's not innocent and that he's actually, you know, guilty and all that. But, let's just find out, shall we? October 19th, 1942. We went into the past. 9:42 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1.
Mr. Wright,
Yeah?
why do you look so unhappy?
Oh, nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Oh, she looks even unhappier. Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. This is no time for dead people jokes, please! You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. The empty bottle. But the worst part is we can't even see, like, every victory scene. Damn it. Something overlooked. We have to find something, Phoenix. Today. It's that, or lose the trial. This isn't going to be easy. You think? October 19th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 4. Hi, Edgeworth.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today, I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder.
Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
I wonder if it'll be that producer. Oh God, it is. The prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand. Or that director. Anybody but him. Will the witness state his name and profession?
How rude can you get? You don't know me. I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai new brothel.
Phoenix, you could have at least told me that this guy was actually quite weird. Honestly, I don't even think you would believe me. Fair point.
Salmonella. I'm a director. Television.
Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day.
Phoenix, let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it.
Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. Let's go. The day of the murder.
I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. During the morning, I was doing, an action scene run-through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would.
Was it really at 9? I wish I could remember that.
I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. But I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it.
The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. And according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Now, let us begin pressuring this man. I will press you in the middle of your sentence. Is that when you always come into work?
Oh no, I come in all sorts of hours. It's the industry way.
Yeah, I know all about the freaks in your industry.
Still,
The fuck? FWI. Even I. What the fuck kind of lead speak is that?
I was pretty busy all that day.
Could you please stop actually just exclaiming those emojis mid-sentence, please? Tell us more about that. In the employee area?
That's right. It was a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate.
Was anyone else at the run-through?
Oh yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing. She was cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it.
She certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else?
Nope, just us four.
Wait a minute! Wait a minute! No. At the run-through, the girl Penny was there. That can't be right.
It took a lot more time than I thought it would.
Why did it go on so long?
I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this. But Will Powers twisted his ankle during the run-through, see?
All right, thus the limp.
Which of course led to me missing my lunch, Rofus.
Huh? Rofus? Rolling on the floor, starving? Huh? What exactly did they have for lunch?
T-bone steak. The assistant cooked some up.
Come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones of it in the employee area. On it. Everyone else, meaning that the witness did not eat with them? Everyone else. So, in the end, you didn't get to eat?
Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it?
That must have been tough. Phoenix. Yeah? Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? It's contradictory. It's contradictory, I think. Because we've got, well... I don't know, just something about that seems off. I want to say it's contradictory. Yeah, it does seem odd, now that you mention it. Mr. Manila.
What do you want?
When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. Who ate lunch there?
No, good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all.
A T-bone steak, you mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer thinking I could eat it later.
Clearly a man who likes to eat. I'd suspected as much. So when exactly did you eat it?
We took one break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then.
A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. What were you discussing?
The Steel Samurai story and our budget. Get this, the sponsors turn to me and say, Mr. Manila, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can you believe it?
Actually, I kind of can. So nobody left the table during the whole meeting?
During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs.
You didn't take a single break.
Well, yeah, not a one.
Huh. What's he sweating so much about, I wonder? If only I had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Press harder. Wait a second! Mr. Manila, you've just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during a break? Well?
Mr. Manila, what's this all about?
Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break. Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time.
Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break.
Very well. Mr. Manila, your testimony, please.
Uh-oh. Edgeworth is laughing. Oh dear.
Yeah, we took a break, Raffle. But it was only 15 minutes. 15? That's only 13 in base 12.
Huh?
Not enough time for someone to say commit murder in Studio 1, Raffle. That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me.
I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me.
Honestly, you'd have to wolf down that T-bone steak and if you're gonna try to eat it within that time. Hell, it takes me 30 minutes just to finish a meal or something like that. Sometimes an hour.
Very well, you may begin the cross-examination.
Okay. What does fui mean? What time exactly did you take this break?
I'd say it was around 2:30 or so until 2:45.
2:30. Let's see, 2:30, that sounds about, let's see, 2:15. So it was around 2:15 was when the path got blocked. Okay, 2:30 sounds really important because 2:30 is the actual time of death. 2:30! That's the time of death! So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible time-wise. What were you doing for those 15 minutes?
Eating my T-bone steak, what else?
There were 2 plates on that table.
Oh, right. The other one was Diva's. D. Vasquez's plate.
D. Vasquez, the producer. To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes, that's quite a feat. You really shouldn't be complimenting him, buddy. Why is that? Uh-oh. Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1. What? Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1.
Well, Mr. Wright?
Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer.
Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio 1?
Yes. If I agree to let everyone in that trailer off the hook, then the trial is over. Mr. Powers will be found guilty for sure. The victim was murdered at 2:30, the exact time of the break in the meeting. With 15 minutes, murder is certainly a possibility.
I suppose you might say that.
Alright, I've got the judge thinking now. Tisk. Never a dull moment with you, Mr. Wright. What's your point, Edgeworth? You've been doing your homework, haven't you? Look at the court record. The court record? Surely you knew that from 2:15 to 4, the path between the studios was blocked. Mrs. Monkey's head had fallen across the path. Mrs. Monkey's head? It's Mr. Monkey's head, you cheeky little bastard! Whoa! You're right.
True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkeyhead barred the way.
It's Mr. Monkey. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him.
No counter-argument, Mr. Wright. Then I'm afraid you lose this round. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manila from the stand. What? It's over? Oh, I think I just got myself a game over. Very well, the court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness. Oh, they're bringing in the kid. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. I have a sick feeling that regardless of what my choice was, I was probably going to get sent back. Or is this going to come right back over here? Fuck. Okay, you guys won't blame me if I try this. I want to see what happens if I choose the other option. I don't want to write off so many possible suspects, but I can't keep claiming the impossible either. I agree that it was impossible for anyone in the trailer to go to the studio in that time. Ha ha! I thought you might be thoughtlessly treading on thin ice again, but I see you had at least an inkling of the truth. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? It's quite simple. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkeyhead barred the way. Yeah, it's literally the same thing. At around 2:15, a strong gust of wind knocked off the studio mascot's head. Ergo, when the people in that trailer took a break at 2:30, the way to the studio was blocked. Blocked by Mrs. Monkey's severed head. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manila from the stand. What? It's over. Yeah. Very well, the court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. Yeah, it seems like regardless of the choice that I was going to make, it was going to lead to this, but, well, one would result in me losing points, and this choice kind of saves me a little bit of those, so considering how difficult this is, I'm going to stick with this particular save file. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed did have a decisive evidence. A witness. They're gonna bring in the boy. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. Bring in the boy. Order! I will have order! I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess. Ugh. I'm off to a terrible start, aren't I? 11:04 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1.
What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi... I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong.
Mia! Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have?
Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before, not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1.
I thought there was more to it than that, but I was wrong. That's all there is.
What's going to happen to me? It kinda seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer.
Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to children everywhere, after all.
You... Thanks.
Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. Oh boy. I get to cross-examine a child. Oh, fuck.
Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a great scholar of tender years, and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Friggin' chicken out, jabbing me, you two. Your Honor, can we please get a box? I was getting ready to say, give him like a stepping stool or something. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on? Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. What? Why do we have donut crates here? Sup? Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness!
What? Just cause you're all grown up don't mean you can push me around. Cody, answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you! The nice lady! I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is going to be a long day.
Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness! I mean, Cody.
He's having trouble with this gentle thing.
You were present. You were at Global Studios on the day of the, incident.
You got a problem with that?
Please tell us what you saw that day.
What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there?
Just, Mr. Edgeworth, be fine. I prefer being to do this myself. I didn't get a chance to read all that. Fuck.
A very long day.
Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission, if that's possible.
Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid? And you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet. But I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix, I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You'd better make a note of it in the court record. A new digital camera. Cody always carries it, though he's still learning how to use it. There is the possibility that he might actually have some film on that thing, so yeah.
Very well, Cody. Please, testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident.
Alright, here we go. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods, off the path, so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kinda lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. 30 minutes? When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell ya. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home. Huh.
Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. But be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child.
This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly. Why don't we just have Mia talk to him? Okay. Let's press. You really like the Steel Samurai, huh?
Of course I do! I've taped every show, and I go to all the live performances.
That's impressive. Have you been to the amusement park?
Of course! Duh! My dad always takes me.
Poor dad. Found a map on the internet. Was that day the first time you'd been to the studio?
Actually, I've been a couple of times. I never managed to get there on a rehearsal day. And that security lady's always yelling.
Right. Please continue.
Chill, Pops, I'm getting to it. How am I supposed to talk with you cutting me off all the time? Jeez!
I don't know why I'm enjoying this a bit. I'm enjoying that a little too much here. Seeing him get caught off guard.
Off the path?
Yeah, you know how the studios are in a valley there? Now, if you go off the path a little, there's woods. That's where I was.
I see.
Anyhow,
Off the path. And there's wood. Technically, it is possible for... Oh! Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio?
unusual.
Did you see this monkey by any chance?
Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted.
So, you went straight to the studio?
I got kind of lost on the way, though, for about 30 minutes.
You got lost in the woods?
Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, was I relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next? Yeah.
The Steel Samurai?
Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside.
I see. What then?
It totally rocked you.
Oh, what sort of bad guy was it?
A guy, a person, kinda tall, skinny.
Are you sure it was a guy?
I don't know. He was kind of far away.
Huh. He's being awfully vague. That seems something that might be concerning to take a look at here. What happened to the bad guy?
Huh? Well, he kind of didn't move, not a bit, like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor.
Yes, I suppose he was. If you had your camera? You mean you weren't carrying your camera then?
No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time.
Really? What about the book, though? I guess seeing the killing freaked him out and he went home. Phoenix, remember, he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm. Easy for you to say. Oh yeah, he's gonna say the same thing. Yep. So we're back at the beginning now. Now I gotta figure out what I can counter him with. He found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. Through the woods, off the pass, little lady didn't catch him. Studio. Got kind of lost in the way though for about 30 minutes. He got lost for 30 minutes. Cody always carries it. If I had my camera with me, that would have been time for a shot, I tell you. But didn't you just say that you always carry it with you? Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that.
Huh?
What the hell was that face? Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right?
Mr. Wright, a word with you.
Oh, was I putting pressure on too much?
What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? I'm not hip with the kids and all your gizmo gadgets and all of your Tetris games.
Your Honor, what the hell? It's, a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that?
I see.
Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you? Uh-oh. Mr. Wright! How cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so... I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody?
What? Yeah, so I had my camera. So what? You got a problem with that? So you did have a camera. And did you use this camera? Why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching.
All right, what I saw.
Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off of it.
In every battle, the Steel Samurai, are you sure?
The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. The Steel Samurai rules.
Huh.
Wait, is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
That was that was actually quite brief indeed. So why didn't you use it?
He's getting to that. Relax and listen. I didn't use it because I was too busy watching the real thing.
So you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight?
Yeah, of course.
You didn't turn away, not even once.
No.
Okay then, tell us exactly what happened.
Yeah, I'm getting to that.
I think I know what I have to press or counter with, but I want to get all the dialogue here. So the bad guy attacked him first.
Yeah.
What sort of person was this bad guy?
I told you, a person. He was a person.
How was he dressed?
I kinda don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai.
I see. And what happened next? Why?
Huh? What do you mean, why?
Why wasn't the bad guy moving?
Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice.
And how exactly did he do that?
Huh? How did he do it? With a samurai kick and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap. Something like that.
He's still being vague about this, but he did not say anything about being impaled.
What? Don't give me that look, Pops.
How should I play this? I don't want to cause him to cry, but... Wait and see what happens. Yeah. If I press too hard now, the judge might keep me from continuing. I'll sit back and see how the rest of this goes. What did you do after the bad guy fell, Cody?
Actually, the fight was so intense that I got kind of scared. So I went straight home.
Something isn't adding up here. Something about his account doesn't seem right. Phoenix, it doesn't seem right because he's being deliberately vague. Press him on the facts, Phoenix. Find out what he saw. Okay, let's see. I got asking him. He's so strong, still samurai rules. Something about his account doesn't seem right. You had your camera with you. Contains every photo samurai victory scene and every battle the Steel Samurai has won. Well, I failed on this one, didn't I?
The witness's statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor. What? I'm sorry, but I can see nothing faulty. Unfortunately, I will have to penalize you, Mr. Wright.
Apparently I was wrong there. I must be on the wrong track. Okay, fine, I'll try pressing him and... Let's see what happens if I press him a little harder this time. Okay, that didn't work. Let me just see if I can... Can I press further? Let's see what happens if I do. Let's see. Samurai kick, samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap. Wait, let's see. Let's see what happens if I try pressing him harder. Cody?
What?
Something's bothering me. Before that, you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action.
Yeah? So what?
Yet, you missed the most important part.
What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly.
You know as well as I do that he's being vague.
Tell me, what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap?
My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurais fight. But you missed the most important part, the killing blow.
Order! Order! Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital? That's the thing.
Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you can figure this out.
Mr. Wright, your answer. We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight?
Your Honor, I have evidence.
Evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? He's still learning how to use it, so he had to try to figure out how to get the camera to work. I think. Here's my proof.
What's that? The camera?
The witness stated that he recently received this camera.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation.
I'm aware of that too.
Ah! Correct! Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture.
Hey!
Bullseye!
What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids?
Pressing, not picking.
Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture.
And his book is also proof of it, too. Right. Cody, there was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight. And that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct?
Yeah.
Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again.
Right.
Mia means business.
Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more.
Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera? And about why you didn't take a picture of the fight?
Welcome to the real world, kid. No photo.
Yeah, you're right, Pops. the Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yup.
Kid.
Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright?
I'm not sure. But I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. Okay, kid. Let's go.
Pops? Yeah, I called you Pops, you spiky-haired geezer.
Geezer?
I'm Mr. Edgeworth, and I guess I'm the bearded gentleman. And I'm Pops. That's what I hate about grown-ups. You're all so self-conscious.
Okay, off with the kid gloves. Testify, witness. Testify.
Yipes!
So you did see the beginning of the fight.
Yeah.
Did you notice anything unusual?
Well, I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange.
Moving strangely?
So I held up my camera to take a picture.
Why couldn't you take a picture?
My new camera has too many buttons. I couldn't figure it out. I tried to take a picture. I really tried. But the lens wouldn't open in time.
When the lens opened, what did you see?
Well, a person on the ground and the Steel Samurai. That's all that happened. Yep.
Are you sure? That's all?
Yeah, I told you, I didn't take a picture.
I would have once I got that lens opened. Did he really not take a picture? Not even one? Press him harder. Nah, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's got to be something here I can use. Cody. Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture.
Hey!
Bullseye?
How did you know?
I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers.
Wow!
Hey, this feels great.
Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody. I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them.
Oh. You erased them?
Yeah!
Why would you erase a picture of your beloved Steel Samurai victorious?
Well,
You know,
why would I want to keep your picture like that?
he's becoming less and less cooperative. I better find a clear contradiction soon or some solid evidence. How can I pick holes in such a short testimony?
There has to be something. Dig up the dirt, Phoenix. Find out what this kid's all about.
Steel Samurai just escaped from the clutch of the villain, so I held up my camera to the picture. I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. Let's see. Okay, I think I have an idea. I think I have an idea of what I need to... Let's see. The book! Cody!
What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow with something bad.
I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day.
Huh? Oh, right.
What was it you told me then?
I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got them all, and I never missed one. A perfect collection.
Yeah. Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album?
Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album?
It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won.
I see.
Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day.
Order! Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album.
Exactly my point, Your Honor. What? No. Wait. No way! Phoenix? I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is. Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually? Yes. I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took?
He erased them by mistake. The Steel Samurai didn't win. He erased them by mistake. The Steel Samurai didn't win! Wait, I need to save. I don't want to fuck this up. I don't want to fuck this up. I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos.
You mean the Steel Samurai lost?
Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai.
No way! No! It's impossible! The Steel Samurai never loses! He never loses to anyone! Ever!
Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth! Thank you for that.
Order! I will have order! Witness! I mean Cody. Is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw.
The boy broke down. Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right?
Okay, you're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. He didn't move.
Oh!
Order!
What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Mr. Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell, which makes me think that he might have been inside the evil magistrate might have actually been inside the Steel Samurai suit. And then, whenever the murder was finally complete, he was put back into the evil magistrate costume, which makes me wonder, where is the Steel Samurai suit? And if there's a hole in that suit, then we have that. That's the proof we need.
Mr. Wright, what's going on?
Apparently, we have all made a serious error. An error? What's this all about? Steel Samurai was the victim. If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Yes!
Order! So the Steel Samurai in this photograph. You're saying the man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer?
That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Power's foot injury.
But wait, hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio One already?
That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony?
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station.
Mr. Jackhammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio 1. Nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. And I bet you he drugged Will Powers too.
But why would the victim do such a thing?
I don't know.
I get it!
Huh?
I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strange. So it was a different person inside the suit. Pops!
Huh? Me? What?
Actually, there was one piece of data I saved.
Data?
Yeah, a photo on my digital camera.
What? Show it! What? Show us, quick!
No way, man. Not if you're gonna look at me like that. Now! Here, this is it.
What is it? Oh, Studio 2?
Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright?
I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence.
I'm sorry, that doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back.
Wait, Phoenix,
Mia, what?
look at that photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial.
Wait, really? What? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please?
Oh, certainly. I don't see why not.
Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring, decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo.
Find the inconsistency in the photo. You mean the fact that it's Studio 2?
Take that!
Your Honor, look at this!
I see a gate.
Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate?
The number? Ah, yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like it's a 2.
And let's just casually look over at the map for a moment. Which area was blocked off around that time? Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct? Ugh! I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. But that's impossible.
Eh? What's this all about? Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court. I hate feeling left out.
I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? Studio 2, bitches! It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. Show the judge where the murder took place.
Take that!
Here, at Studio 2.
I see. That would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo.
Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. The path was blocked. No filming is done there. The trailer is there. They say, well, the path was blocked. All of these kind of... The path to the trailer was blocked. So we have it. The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time.
Yes. Yes, I suppose that would be the case.
Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2. Yes. As you may recall, there's a trailer in Studio 2. Now on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. Yeah. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime, which makes me remind you people that I saw a broken fence.
That matched the spearhead. Order! Order!
The defense makes the following claims.
The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person at the security guard Miss Oldbag saw was the victim, Mr. Jackhammer. Then Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a Steel Samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness! Jackhammer is the victim. The victim! Why would he steal a Steel Samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim Jackhammer stole the costume. I have proof. I have proof. You do? You do, Mr. Wright? Now that they're so surprised, suddenly I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof that Jackhammer stole the costume. Sleeping pills! This is it. An empty medicine bottle? I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads, sleeping pills. Sleeping pills? The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Yes, I knew it was a good idea to focus on that. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes. But there's no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. Test Powers' blood, or fingerprint the bottle. Actually, both of these could work. You can either test Powers' bottle or fingerprint the bottle. Technically, we could find the medicine in Powers' blood, but let's fingerprint the bottle instead first. An idea? Very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprint should show up on this bottle. I suppose you're right. Very well, the court will take possession of the bottle. Empty bottle given to the judge. Whew! This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hackins' testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The Steel Samurai seen by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim, Jackhammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2. And those in the trailer didn't have time to commit the murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow.
That's a lot of homework.
Mr. Edgeworth? You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor. This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension.
Holy shit, this trial's going crazy.
Very well. Court is adjourned.
Holy fuck. This is fucking insane. 2:47 p.m. Woo! That was a close one.
We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial.
Me too.
Really? You both seem so confident.
Maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there.
Me too.
Dead?
Of course, we're kidding.
Are you sure?
I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation. But I promise you, we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial.
Right. Thanks.
Yeah. Aside from a mistake here and there, but damn. I knew it was a good idea to focus on the fact about that freaking fence and the sleeping pill bottle. Now we just gotta figure out why the hell Jackhammer dressed himself up as the Steel Samurai. Like, what was the purpose for that? Huh. And now it kind of brings up into question, like, maybe the higher-ups were... There's a possibility that they might have tried to cover up this death and got rid of the other star just to kind of cover it up. Though the real question is why? There's a lot of questions. A good portion of this is just the why done it. We're still trying to figure out the who done it, but the why done it is where I'm just really trying to wrap my head around why. But other than that, made progress, made a kid cry. That's not necessarily a good thing at all. And Edgeworth freaked out a few times, which is fantastic. So thank you all so much for watching. And hopefully we'll be able to see, well, maybe able to glean enough information in the next investigation to figure this out. But thank you all so much for watching. And I will see all of you guys in the next video.